Hey you guys, I haven't seen you guys in a while or talked to you in a while. But I was just trying to make a quick video in regards to giving you an update in my opinions and asking your questions. As usual, small conversation in regards to what's going on. So technically, I wanted to bring up the topic of everything that's been going on as a conclusion. We all know that we've been dealing with the COVID and the lockdown. But now, let's ask ourselves this. Why are we dealing with the unnecessary, innocent shooting of people that's being shot, especially within our African American community? This is not nothing new, but my levels of concerns come in when we see protesters that are protesting, stating that they feel that being on lockdown as a community as a whole, based off of no race, that is slavery, that their freedom is taken away. So they're comparing it to slavery, talking about it's modern day slavery, right? But on top of it, the things that brought to my attention is, why are people wearing KKK masks and saying it's not to be offensive? And then on top of that, why are young African males and women are being allowed to be lynched and videotaped? And it takes social media for someone to do something to try even seek justice, even if we don't know justice is going to be served. So what is going on? At first, we had the epidemic of people stating that the COVID was going to be the highest level within the African American community, that a lot of African Americans are going to be the ones that's dying from this. And then after that was done, so now we have random people innocent people getting shot. The man that was jogging just got shot. Then the young lady that was in her household, she just got shot. They were stating that it was an intruder. Police was called, but instead of them coming to the house to rescue this person, because it was saying that it was an intruder, they shot up her house, because the young man that was in her house didn't know, the police didn't identify themselves, so he thought basically somebody really was intruding his home, and he started firing his gun. On top of that, they took this young man to jail. They did not try to justify why this man was shooting, saying he can live by the protect himself law with the stand your ground law. They took him to jail. So why is all these things happening? In my opinion, I felt that when we started out with the COVID, it was supposed to conduct fear, and fear was supposed to lead to control. Because people wasn't misbehaving, or it wasn't chaotic, they couldn't push martial law. So now I feel, with all the implementation of the protesters wearing a Ku Klux Klan mask and being okay with it, and all these African Americans getting shot, I think they're trying to approach the agenda of anger. Those two emotions can cause people to not have control. Meaning, if you fear something, you lose control of your thoughts, you lose control of your ability to feel free. When you're angry and you can't control your anger, you lose your ability of your own self-control and to have power. And then say we start a riot, because in my city, you guys, they're starting to do protests in regards to all the shooting that's happening. They're talking about, we're doing a protest, almost like a Black Lives Matter protest. We're going to be in a city hall. We're tired of this. People are getting mad. So guess what happened? If people get mad, what can they do? They can implement another system in regards to martial law control. Okay, so I just wanted to push that on you guys to get your opinions, so you can look at things broader way. Meaning, like, all these shootings that are happening, I'm not saying they're fake. I'm just saying, what is the agenda of it? Why do they feel that we're going to do this and then push it in the media to let it be known that nothing's being done? Right? Because some of this stuff can be covered up if they wanted to. They can push it in the media and say this is what happened, but this is how justice was served. They're making broad statements and saying it was justifiable for why this young man was shot. They're justifying it. And what that happens is, it makes the African American community angry. Okay? As they should. And I'm not saying they, like I'm not African American. I'm just saying in general, but we got to learn how to control our anger. If they're going to do marches, they got to do peaceful marches, because as you see, it is bias. We can't take that away. I'm not here to promote anger or hate or divide us. I'm here to promote truth. Every time I make a video, My videos is to enlighten people of what's going on, just in case you missed it, and just for the things that I missed, you can collaborate and say, hey, well, did you see this? This is what's going on. Or, hey, don't think this way, so that we can help each other stay calm in this time of need. That's it, and that's all. So I appreciate you guys watching my video. Anytime you want to contact me, type on the video, email me. I'm going to leave my email in the link. I'm here. I just haven't been making a lot of videos because a lot of times I still have to work. And then when I get home, or I'm around my kid, my son is home, my youngest is home now, I don't make videos around him because I do teach him about what's going on to an extent. I don't want him to hear our conversations. I feel they're adult topics that kids shouldn't be worried about or involved in. So like I said, please keep me updated on things that's going on, but look into that. What do you think is going on? Is it agenda? Is this stuff really happening? What are they pushing behind the agenda? Because the election is still coming up. This man is still not impeached. Why? Because there's so much distraction. So now they couldn't distract us with the COVID. What are they going to do now? Let's start distracting them with all these killings of innocent African Americans. Why? Because African American community, you guys are going to get angry. And we might have a LA riot again. Remember, that's why they had a riot. Because Rodney King was severely beaten and no justice was served behind that. So they feel, we know, it's like they sit back and survey each type of race and say, this is how this one will act, this is how this one will act. They know how to stir up the pot per race or per culture. They know, like, these people get mad over this, these people get mad over that. It's been studied over psychology, over tests, over even being a target. You're being tested. Each of us are being tested so they can know how to handle situation, or how to promote fear, how to promote anger. It's all test, and we are being documented each and every day. Yes, it slowed down during the coronavirus. Why? Because they have enough data to be able to pinpoint how to get a reaction out of each person. So in our Caucasian community, the ones that's being followed, African community, the ones that have been followed, Hispanic community, the ones that have been followed, you guys are the test. The experiments of what they need to do to promote fear, what they need to do to cause anger. Just point blank, period. Stay blessed, less stress. That's all I can say. I'll try to keep posting videos to stay connected, because believe it or not, without YouTube, you guys, I don't know where I would have been. When I first found out that I was a target, I was so lost. I went to some people that was friends or family. They don't believe you, and if they do believe you, because they're not walking in your shoes, they can't comprehend what you're going through. So the level of sympathy is not there. The level of concern is not there, right? So that's why I connect with people like you that are going through it or walking in my shoes, that can relate and that can say, I feel you, I understand. It's emotional right now just to talk about it, because every day I wake up, I'll be thinking like, why me? But then I say, I know why me, because God knows what I can handle. Period. God knows what you can handle, right? Yeah, in the beginning you felt lost and you probably wanted to end it all, but God knew that you wouldn't have. Okay, so keep your head up. If you gotta look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to be happy today, I will survive, I will accomplish my goals, do that, because I do. Sometimes I used to write myself sticky notes, the book, with scriptures on it. Or I used to print images with scriptures on it and put them in my car. So every time I go to work, I got to read that scripture when I get out of my car, because the workplace mobbing is the hardest thing to accomplish or to make it through, because you're in work. You got to conduct yourself in a well-mannered behavior, right? But please don't give up. If anybody's being affected by this COVID, you're going to make it through. If you know people that are not, continue to pray for those, for your enemies, and everything will come out fine. You get it? Don't stress. God bless. Please keep in touch, make a comment, do whatever you want to do. I'm here as much as I can, but I really, 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 really appreciate the things that you guys do for me. Y'all keep me going. I promise you, you do. It's not hard. It's not easy day to day.